Hey guys, this is Steve from HaulPay. Just want to give you a quick run through of our freight finance platform and some of the added benefits for fraud protection. HaulPay is one of the only freight finance platforms that provides these free added benefits to our clients and users. And some of these benefits are really critical, especially given the resurgence and, increasing rates of fraud. We also serve as active members on like the TA Fraud Advisory Board and are very active with other companies in the market that are also trying to tackle these problems. And we sit behind more than a decade of freight factoring and fraud payment and data validation, freight fraud mitigation. So lots of experience to support the features and the technology we've developed to help with these situations. So you can kind of see here in our main app, just from a high level view, a couple of the key areas where we can help. Most notably on the shipper side for customers, either carriers or brokers who are moving freight for shippers. Sometimes they don't have the time or the ability to independently verify the information of their shipper before they actually decide to do business with them, or do more loads with them. And that's super critical given the amounts of shipper spoofing, fake shippers trying to pretend to look like larger shippers, which we've seen a lot of in the market, unfortunately, lately. So this whole platform allows them to manage their connections to all of their account debtors, which can be shippers and brokers. In fact, we even verify the profiles for freight brokers if the debtors are those type of companies, and shippers are also included. So you can see all kinds of added benefits around history and requesting credit limit increases here, but most notably, anytime a customer needs to add a new customer of their own, aka a debtor, which would be a shipper or a broker, they can just add that to the system here. And we're verifying all that information, typically same day, so they know whether or not that's a legitimate customer. So it's super powerful and very, very nice added level of protection here. And then as far as if the client who's working with us is a freight broker, we also have a section where they can manage and interact with all of the verification process for their carrier payees. Once these carrier payees are on the network, we continue to monitor them for any issues with FMCSA lapses. And most notably, what we care about probably the most is matching up account information to business ownership. So if we see something difference between FMCSA, their account information, and owner and holder information, Secretary of State or business owner information, those changes happen, we're going to re-review them and they may get flagged. So we've saved several freight broker clients of ours, some that are just using us for payments, some of them are using us for factoring, and one that's using us for both. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars here just in the last few months by catching potential fraud before it gets to the payment going out to that for that particular load. So this is really, really helpful. And again, we are the only platform of any kind, to our knowledge, that provides verification of both the shipper on the receivable and the carrier on the payable for account related information, basically creating this closed network of high fidelity trust for anything related to finance or transactions for the freight industry. And not to mention, just that benefit, but we don't charge our customers anything for this. This is a free benefit effectively. So if you use HaulPay for payments, use HaulPay for one of our digital wallets, carrier or broker, use HaulPay for a fuel card, or use HaulPay for one of our innovative forms of freight factoring and payables finance that we do for brokers. Any type of those clients, if you're transacting at all on the HaulPay platform, you get the added benefits of all of this fraud protection at no additional cost to you. So it's a huge game changer. Love to be considered for the award this year. Thanks a lot, guys.